right. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. It's the first time he's ever seen it. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to do this last night, but a little bit of real life happened, and I'll try to make this quick and simple. You guys know that my cats sometimes, you know, jump on the show. They appear once in a while. And so my wife's daughter, Cassie, who works near here, rescued a cat that was outside in the cold for weeks. And if you guys know Wisconsin, you know it's pretty bad around here. I don't know how this little guy made it, but with a lot of love, he made it. So my tagline for him, if you've seen it on social media, is he's hardcore. This is Ozzy. There's no one more hardcore than Ozzy. You guys know that. So this is why we're doing this so late. I wanted to do this yesterday, then I wanted to do this afternoon, and it just didn't happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, the most hardcore kitty, because he survived below zero temperatures outside in Wisconsin winter. This is Ozzy. Say hi, Ozzy. Say hello. So, he's a little skinny. We're gonna get him. Fattened up. My lovely wife thinks he might grow up to be giant. So, this is a whole new adventure for him. I'm excited, and I'm gonna, do progress reports on him because he's a rescue kitty. If you're ever on social media and you see those rescue videos about rescuing a dog or a cat from a horrible situation, well, this is one of those. So here starts the new adventures of Ozzy, and he's got doctor's appointments coming up soon. So we'll keep you guys updated on how he's doing. So far, he's okay. How you doing? You gonna hang out with me? Okay. You want to get down? You want to get down? Okay. I'll see you a little later. Keep the door open for him. Hakeem, what is up here? We got a few viewers late tonight on this. Oh, God, what is this? Saturday night? I know Sacrifice was tonight. Please, no spoilers in the comments. I have not watched it. I literally just got done watching Outbreak. But from last night, that was on Twitch, Josh Matthews and D'Lo Brown doing commentary. It was a lot of fun. Elijah Washington's in here. Oh my God, Impact. Oh my God. Hakeem Fullerton says J-Bone and his family are adopting cats, like how Eddie and Alicia Edwards are adopting kids. Oh, that's touching, man. That's touching. Yeah. Just, it's all about rescuing people and fur babies and giving them some love, right? It's all about love. It is. I'm kind of becoming an old hippie myself. You okay, buddy? Where are you? You all right? Okay. He's just sitting on the other side of the desk. He's all good. He's good to go. He's all good. J-Rock Freak in the house. What is up? Loving D-Lo on commentary. Yeah, that's a nice change. He was on there like recently. I don't remember what show it was for, but it was some show like this, because Callis wasn't around. But yeah, I like it when they switch it up and they have, guys like D'Lo Brown. He's certainly a wealth of information, a great wrestling mind, if you will. D'Lo was good on play-by-play. They need the Pope. The Pope. The Pope is pimping. Yeah, I heard he returned to wrestling and then he's doing well, not that he ever left it. I just didn't know what he was doing. He's in the NWA now, I think. So yeah, we'll see. They change it up once in a while, and it keeps it fresh. It really does. I like it when they got guests in there, or if they got Scott in there once in a while. Scott D'Amore is a tremendous heel. He's horrible. I don't mean that in a complimentary way. He's he's good. He's good. He's a good heel. Man, I wish he would come back to like managing sometime. Do a new Team Canada, maybe with the North and some others. Maybe Madison Rain, who was trained in the Stu Hart dungeon, 72-time champ. No, it's all callous. It's hilarious. Bash at the Brewery. Yeah, you certainly could be right on that one. I think you are right. Right before one of the last pay-per-views, I believe it was. Something like that. All right, so it's late. I'm exhausted. I didn't get much sleep last night because I was up most of the night with the cats. So we're going to try to zoom through this. Lot to cover. Lot of matches. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 matches on this card. Man, but I mean, the wrestling was decent. And, you always say card subject to change. I mean, this card changed a lot from what I did a preview a few nights ago. Let's not kid ourselves. But it changed for the better because I was really surprised that they didn't have a lot of local talent featured on the card previously. A few weeks ago, it was Jay Bradley was the only local talent featured. This one had, let me quick go through this, had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you include the pre-show matches. So yeah, certainly a change from what it originally was. So I'm glad they really dug into the Ohio Valley Wrestling roster for this, and helping with giving those guys a chance, giving them some shine. I mean, you gotta break them in somehow, right? But I'll tell you what, I have subscribed recently to the OVW YouTube channel because they recently started putting their shows on YouTube, and there's also an OVW Overdrive, and I'm not sure what the difference is. I gotta look that up and see what what's all up with that, if they got 2 shows going on or what what they feature on each one is what I'm trying to figure out. I think one is the original one. I'm not sure what the Overdrive is. So maybe it's an abbreviated version of the other one. I'm not sure. I gotta check it out. But yeah, if this is featuring people that were like on this show, man, I'm curious now. I'm seriously curious. All right, so let's jump into this. Like I said, pre-show we had Josh Matthews on there. Moose joined him for a little bit, but not didn't do too much. It was more of just a quick interview. It was funny. He was asking who was gonna help him on the pre-show, and whoever was producing in the back said no one likes him, so no one's gonna join you. So that was pretty funny. I'm guessing Scott D'Amore did that. Or maybe it was D'Lo before he came out. That'd be pretty damn funny, right? So yeah, and D'Lo came out after the pre-show. So there's 2 matches on the pre-show. We got Dimes versus Cory Storm. Not too much to take off of this one. Is he all right? You still down there? Give me a second, folks. I'm just trying to make sure my kitty's. Oh, he's good. He's good. You all right down there? Okay. He was just scratching himself. I didn't know what the hell that noise was. I'm telling you, he's just going to be the star of the show. What? Well, come here. It's going to steal the show. All right. It's the J-Bone and Ozzy show. It's going to turn into the Ozzy and J-Bone show. Yeah, Cory Storm comes off with a win here. Dimes. I don't know why they call him Dimes. His jacket was full of like dangling dimes or something. It was, like jewel, like bedazzled in a sense, It was funny. Aaron Jack, what is up? I'm back for another live show. I have managed to catch you a lot this week. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Mr. Peeps is in here. Woof, the numbers are growing. Andre Corbeil, what is up, brother? Hope you're having a good night. Can you please put this up, J-Bone? Yes, and I apologize. I know I've been very inconsistent lately, and I keep forgetting to put stuff on the website. My apologies, Andre. Sincerely, I am. I've not been contributing. Ozzy is to J-Bone what Johnny Bravo is to Taya Valkyrie. True, very true. The last person that owes me an apology is you, my friend. Well, because I do want to see your website grow. And I feel like, if I'm adding my stuff, the stuff from the TNI group, and then there's also new stuff. If you haven't seen it, Andre, go check it out. A new show on the TNI original channel called Impacted. Two guys from the UK doing they do profile reviews. They like the first one where they were talking all about Rosemary, and then they're talking about Eddie Edwards. Now the new one coming out soon is going to be Kiera Hogan. It's changing the dates up a little bit. It's going to be every Wednesday. You're going to see that up on the YouTube channel and on audio wherever you hear podcasts. It's up on iTunes and everywhere else. So that's the new schedule going forward for that. Every Wednesdays, keep an eye out for Impacted on the Total Nonstop Impact channel. Who's looking forward to tomorrow night? I don't know what's going on tomorrow night. Clue me in. Well, I can tell you, I'll be reviewing Sacrifice tomorrow night. I know it happened tonight. I'm a day late and $1 short. A lot more than $1 short. But all right, so we continue. Callie, Callie. I wrote down Kelly. Originally, it's Callie. It should be easy. My cat's name is Callie. Short for kaleidoscope. Callie Young, and I didn't catch who the gentleman was in the red, white, and blue American flag outfit. That looked absolutely tremendous. I need to get me one of those. Eugene Evans, what is up, dude? Getting all the OGs in here. What is up? I am here for the Jordan Grace talk. All right. Speaking of Kira, she got another new hairstyle. She did. Little throwback. Hey, we'll be talking about her a little later. All right, hang on, folks. So we got Callie Young versus Ray Lynn. I can read my shit, honestly. Kelly debut, not quite. The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice. Okay. Great line. I love it. Thanks for joining. All right. Good match for Ray Lynn and Callie Young. Now, we've seen Ray Lynn before. I believe she's on Wow Women of Wrestling. Don't quote me on that. There's a couple girls that look like her. And I'm really out of touch with the whole Wow Women of Wrestling thing, so you'll have to forgive me. I can't remember if it's the same girl that's on there, but I think it is. But damn, Ray Lynn looked great. I mean, Miss Callie Young looked good too. She was comical, so we had some comedy in there. It's funny how they used the patriotism of for the country as a heel move. You don't see that too much. J Bone with the dusty impression. I like it. You get it too sweet, sir. Jeff Cobb. Am I right that Jeff Cobb is at Sacrifice tomorrow? Sacrifice was tonight. Like I said, I'm a day late. And please, no spoilers about Sacrifice because I did not watch it tonight. I literally just got done watching Outbreak. Eric says I'd like to see Ray Lynn in the Knockouts division. I would too. I feel like she probably could use a little help, but she looked great. And there's some more women we're going to talk about soon. So hang on, folks. So a nice little preview of a nice little dose of local talent in the first couple matches. Nothing that I'm going to like remember tomorrow. Except for like Ray Lynn really stood out. I felt like she was number one, she's adorable. Number two, she's decent in the ring, and she handled Callie Young well. So yeah, both ladies did good in this match. I felt like. Now on to the main show. D'Lo comes down for main commentary. This is where things really heat up here, folks. Oh my God, I was legit exhausted watching this. I've been up and down 1,000 times taking care of the cat and making sure everything is good. I had to schedule for 10 o'clock and I had to push it back a half hour because I knew I was going to be late. All right, so we start here with Wentz and Maximus Khan. Holy shnikes. This dude is the OVW, the whole Ohio Valley Wrestling champ. This guy, I was like, man, if Zach beats this guy, it's going to look bad for the rest of the night for Ohio Valley Wrestling. So I was actually rooting for the big guy. Now, I know this guy is going to get a ton of comparisons. I haven't looked online, granted, for comparisons on this guy, but man, this dude looked like similar to like a Jason Momoa / Roman Reigns type size. Dude, he had the long braided hair, jacked up, just a beast of a dude. Wasn't super impressed with his his wrestling. He just was very intimidating, but he's champ, so he's got to be decent, right? Maybe this wasn't the match to like feature his abilities as well. Maybe they should have stuck him in the ring against Fulton. Would have been a little interesting clash, but Wentz is good. I love Wentz. Don't get me wrong. Freaking autocorrect. Oh, what happened? Zachary Wentz is a jobber too. So what would that say about OVW if Wentz went over him? I wouldn't say he's a jobber. I mean, it's basically to quote a buddy of mine, we were talking about, why certain people win in certain areas. It's to pop the territory, So, I mean, Wentz comes out of here looking decent nonetheless. He's a fighter. He's great in the ring. He's certainly improved over the course of the last year, being with Impact Wrestling and teaming with his boys. But you gotta, if they're bringing in the champ and giving him a chance to shine, you gotta let him win. Seriously, And this dude's a monster, so I'm happy he won. So Maximus Khan comes off here with the win. All right, so next here we got Dave Christ, and this night was all over the place. Went from like a hard hitting thing like this to some comedy, back to hard hitting to the DQ to the ladies to all. This had just a great variety of wrestling. If you went there for, you know, to get a little bit of everything tonight, Impact brought it. And I've been saying that for the last 3 years. That's a great thing about this company. You're always going to get a little bit of everything going on here. Wednesday, no jobber. Yeah, I mean, if he lost to the champ, like I said, it's popping the territory. It's no knock on him. He's still damn good. He didn't just lay down for him. He put up a fight, you know? I hate that term jobber, you know? If someone loses for like 300 days in a row, okay, you can call him a jobber, you know? Like, woo, 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 you know, that dude, whatever. He's a jobber. They're not doing anything with him. He's just buying toys and filling up YouTube with his shit. So, hey, thanks, Eric. That's who I thought that was. I don't have the thing to highlight the what? What's up? Come here. Come here. Come say hi to all the people that came in late. We got 20 strong in the chat here. Come here. Come on. Okay. He's shy. No, he's being shy. That's Ozzy in the background. Showed him off in the beginning. So, Ray Lynn is Chantilly Chilla on WoW. Yes, you are correct. That's where I recognized her. So, thank you. So, yeah, I mean, Scott D'Amore said he's open to have, you know, some kind of relationship with the women of WoW. I would love to see like just a bunch of those women just storm Impact Wrestling and give them some shine. You know, it's a little bit of, you know, a little, you know, rub this show, rub that show, you know, and it gets people, oh, these are the women from WoW Women of Wrestling, also featured on Access TV. Be great to do, you know. Do an invasion angle. I mean, not that I know of, I don't think there's ever been a ladies invasion angle in history. Honestly, I can't think of one. Can you? I think that'd be dope. And the women from WoW Women of Wrestling are like nothing to sneeze at. Hell, they're champ. Well, don't quote me on this. I haven't watched all of season 2, but when I stopped watching, their champ was Tessa. Okay, so there you go. J-Bone, how you feel about a women's tag team titles for the WoW women? When your whole roster is ladies, then yeah, you got to have tag champs. Yeah, I don't even know who their tag champs are, but I knew they were having some kind of like series of matches on the show. So yeah, I just got to catch up, and I'll do reviews on here. I just haven't made it a priority, but the women are great on that show. I love it. Rascal slander shall not be tolerated. Hey, everybody's got opinions. Whatever, you know. He wants to call him a jobber. Whatever, it's fine. I'm not going to ban him. He just might not be in the majority in the opinions on his channel. Whatever, it's all good. I don't care. All right. Back to Outbreak. David Christ versus Joey Ryan. This was hilarious. Before this match even started, you know, Joey Ryan's doing his whole opening up the shorts, dumping all the baby oil and rubbing it down. Dave Christ is just losing it on the outside of the ring on the other side. He's like, stop it, stop that. Oh my God. Just had everybody in stitches. The kids were yelling at him. I mean, the kids were just going nuts during this show. I mean, these kids loved it. They were just sitting on the edge of their seats, very vocal. It wasn't to the point where it was like, oh God, shut that kid up. You know, no, I mean, you know, they were there. They were talking to him. The heels were yelling back at him throughout the whole show. It was, you know, they were really engaging. It was great. Great to see the Impact wrestlers do that. But yeah, so this one had a nice dose of comedy. Dave Christ had no clue about the touch it and what happens when you touch it. So that was hilarious. Joey Ryan said something to the effect of, "Oh, Dave doesn't have the internet, so he doesn't watch YouTube, so he has no clue about the dick flip." That was hilarious. It's like, what happens? What happens? Mr. Peep's pretty funny though. Yeah, it was. It was hilarious because I never seen anybody like that clueless going into a match like this. But they had some wrestling back and forth. It's great to see Joey Ryan actually get some wrestling in his match, not just touch it, versus whatever. Hakeem says, I'm surprised not a mention or reference of a certain Jim Cornette wasn't made during this match since they were in Kentucky. Oh, screw that guy. They're not going to give him any. They're not going to give him any shine. Hell no. They got no reason to. They got no reason to. If you guys watch the WWE network, what's the latest special? The Ruthless Aggression Era series. Jim Cornette's on there. So he's back in the good graces of the WWE. He doesn't need the NWA. He doesn't need Impact. And he certainly doesn't need AEW. He's back with the WWE. Good for him. Now he can just blow away in the wind. That's all he's good for, right? Him and his big mouth. All right. So Joey Ryan comes off with a win here. I'm sure Jim Cornette is somewhere crying his eyes out and having a mild heart attack at this. Like every time Joey Ryan gets a win, Jim Cornette gets a stroke and hits himself in the head with his own tennis racket. So there you go. You're welcome. So all right. Next, we got a little more comedy. Good to see Johnny Swinger get some good wrestling in this one. Not all, I mean, yeah, it was comedic, but he really turned on Willie Mack on this one. He tried explaining to him that, hey, just wait, we're not facing each other. I got some pull with the guys in the back, and I arranged for two. What did you say? Two local jabronis, or said something like that. Two local guys coming in, and we're going to face them. Then we just got to wait for them. So Willie turns around. He gets hacked. That's the start of the match here, and it was back and forth. Willie comes out with a win here with his big old splash. But yeah, they're supposed to I think they're supposed to tag tomorrow night. They changed that card too. I'm not sure. Let me quick look. Because not even it was the next morning they changed the whole card on oh damn it, I just saw a spoiler. Son of a bitch. It's all right. Is it still gonna be in events? No, they took it down. All right, so I don't know if they changed the card yet. So don't tell me. But nonetheless, that's all right. I like the ending, apparently. There was a women's invasion angle during GCW Spring Break last year where several women, including Sue Young, Ashley Vox, Session Moth, Maria Manic, etc., attacked the winner of the 50-man Royal Rumble. Didn't watch it, but thank you. I meant on a bigger stage, like in WCW or WWE or even in Impact or Ring of Honor. Oh wait, Ring of Honor doesn't do shit with their women. Never mind. I do like Maria Manic. Don't get me wrong, but she ain't gonna be around for a while either because now she's concussed. Thanks, bully. Oh, jeez. All right. Next. All right. So Willie Mack comes off with a win here. Next, we've got, here we go. Another local talent, Tony Gunn. A lot of Impact fans wanting Tony Gunn to join Impact Wrestling. In fact, this coming week, they announced that he's going to be on Gut Check. So this coming week with the re-debut of Gut Check on Impact Wrestling on Access TV, we're going to see Tony Gunn. There you go. So he's going to have a chance on Gut Check to get a chance to join Impact Wrestling. And from what I've seen, I like it. And this guy is prominent in Ohio Valley Wrestling. So it makes me want to watch that even more. So great back and forth match. Tony Gunn certainly showing his experience here against Trey. 16 years in the biz. Now he's finally getting a chance. So we'll have to see what happens. No spoilers. No spoilers. Because I know it's all pre-taped. I know. I'm not stupid. So Trey comes off with a win here. Tony Gunn looks good here. So I can't wait to see him next week. All right. Redwood said it was cool, though. Each of the ladies hit their finishers on Chris Dickinson and Jimmy Lloyd. Sue Young also stiffed the heck out of them with a kendo stick. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Gotcha. ROH Women's Division? Fuck daddy. That's too funny. Good day. Do you know if the Women of Honor title is still a thing or is it dead in the water? I heard that they're going to be doing a new tournament to find a new champ because Kelly Klein, I believe, was her name, that concussed girl that left and she's suing the company or whatever's going on. I don't know. She was a champ and they let her go. So, yeah, they're going to be finding a new one, apparently. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Critical Sting. You just said the same thing I did. Okay. What happened to Trey's mom? Ask Tommy Dreamer. Supposed to have a tournament for the... Okay. Yeah, you just repeated that. All right. Thanks, Mr. Pete. Yes. Bully Ray is the most over heel in ROH. Saying 2012. She almost got aced. Oh, I see what you did there. All right, let's go back up here real quick before we continue. Underrated note. If and when Taya Valkyrie does leave Impact, do you think Johnny Bravo should be the sidekick to Johnny Swinger next? Ooh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Yeah. Johnny Bravo's great. He is what, and I've said this, if you guys have followed me for a while, you know I've said this. In wrestling in general, it doesn't matter what company, what territory, whatever. Wrestling managers is a lost art. You barely see them anymore. And Johnny Bravo has been just gold. He's been dirty. He's been comical. He's been outspoken. He's been flashy. He stole in Taya versus Jordan Grace, where Jordan Grace finally won the Knockouts championship. Johnny Bravo was the star of that match. Don't get me wrong. The women were great. They put on a great wrestling show. And it was a whole, conclusion to that whole story over the course of the last year of the on and off feud between Taya and Jordan. Tremendous. And to have Johnny Bravo, he put the video out showing, basically putting himself over. It shows you how good he was. Everything from helping her outside the ring to picking up Taya's dog's poop. It was it's priceless. Madison Rain wanted to do the beautiful people in ROH, they told her no. Then after she left, they did it anyways. Yeah. Really? Crazy. Now she's the locker room leader. Actually, I heard on this show that I'm reviewing now that she became Ohio Valley Wrestling's women's champion. Interesting. My first guess, I have no clue who she beat or whoever else is in there, besides who we saw on the show. So I'm going to just guess that it's transitional, that she's going to like pop the next babyface, woman's champ, whoever beats her in the next feud. Maybe. We'll see. Great to have a veteran like that in your locker room, though. Certainly helps the ladies, right? Not a bad thing. All right, we continue. So yeah, Trey beats Tony Gunn. We'll see Tony Gunn this week on Gut Check. All right, so can't wait to see that. Now, Josh then says, at about a halfway point of the show, he says there's going to be major announcements coming this week for TNA, the special TNA throwback show. There's no place like home. So keep your eyes peeled on Impact Wrestling's Twitter account, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Most of the stuff, they knock it out on Twitter pretty quickly. They're doing that pretty good. Sort of. I didn't tell you, but did you see Raven in AEW crowd? Do you think he should manage Jimmy Havoc? I know he was helping out backstage. They were having conversations. I didn't think it was him because the picture I looked at was really blurry. But yeah, it was confirmed he was there. He was backstage with Jimmy, and then he was watching the show at ringside for a while. I don't know. I don't want to assume anything. I'm trying not to overthink it. Like, oh yeah, he's definitely the Dark Order guy. Whatever. If that's who they go with, that's who they go with. Raven is a great mind in the world of wrestling. They'll make it work, And people are going to want this guy. People are going to want that guy. We'll have to wait and see. So, all right, back to this. Now, we got two hosses going at it. This got the crowd fired up. Oh, my God. The crowd certainly woke up for this one. Moose versus Jay Bradley. We haven't seen Jay Bradley in a while. He's really a throwback to big guys. He had the kick pads a la Bruiser Brody, in honor of him. There's a few people that do that in the industry. I think Josephus is another one that does that when he's out there. Tim Bischoff, what is up, man? How you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. PD versus Saban versus Red versus TJP versus Daga versus Vikingo. Hell yeah. That'd be dope. Good idea for that Ultimate X. Hell yeah. We'll have to wait and see. I don't want to limit it just to smaller guys though. Let's get some hosses in there. Like Ethan Page was in the last one. Crazy. Have you heard about WWE doing a similar gimmick to ICU stuff going on? Yeah, ICU actually called them out on their Twitter. That was great. He's like, oh, yeah, see, I'm everywhere. Wink, wink. I think their thing is for Cross, though, if I had to take a wild guess. That's a guess. We'll see. Because there's a whole clock thing going on. So Cross is probably going to debut on SmackDown. That's pretty exciting for him. Not going to lie. I am curious to see what they're going to do with him. Don West? Hell yeah. I'd love to see Don West. Giving away those specials. Oh, man. All right. So, yeah, Moose versus Jay Bradley. Total hoss fight, man. They just clobbered the shit out of each other, man. The crowd popped for this one. Moose came out on top, though. Jay Bradley looked great, though. He really did. I enjoyed it. I mean, we haven't seen a guy the size of Moose go against Moose in a while. We've seen some big guys like, Rhino and whatever, but this was cool. This was a lot of fun. Let me know in the chat if you guys want to see Jay Bradley back in Impact Wrestling. It's been a while. Last time he was in there, he was what, Aiden O'Shea, and he was Billy Corgan's muscle. So yeah, let me know. Love how Moose said 5 seconds and I'll win. Yeah. He said that pre-show, didn't he? Good pick, Tim. Good pick. Mustafa Ali? Yeah, could be. Could be. We'll see. That's the other one that people are guessing because of the whole light thing. Yeah. I don't know. Strangle people who say Moose can't wrestle. Moose is great. Like, he was good before he turned heel, but man, I mean, you can say whatever you want about Aries, but man, when Moose was tagging with Cross and he was the muscle for Austin Aries, dude, he just shined. He just shined. He grew so much, and now he throws in a little comedy, and he's still, one of the scariest guys on the roster, intimidating. I think Don Callis pissed himself on the last episode. I have to ask him if he's got them rusty zippers, That's when they got, horrible bladder control. Guys come up to you the size of Moose. I think I would too. All right, we continue. So yeah, Moose takes out Jay Bradley. Jay Bradley looked damn good though. Let me know in the comments what you think. Next, oh my God, speaking of hosses, dear Lord, the North with Josh Alexander and all ego, Ethan Page. It's not confidence, it's all ego. It's not confidence, it's all ego. I'm sorry, I like that song. I miss it. I sincerely miss it. It's good shit. But I love the North tune. Don't get me wrong. Sounds like something badass is gonna happen. So the tag champs, the belts are not on the line on this one. But so yeah, no belts on the line. So the North versus AC Romero with a debuting Larry D. It's about time. Been looking forward to this, and this is in his backyard. So he got pretty much the biggest pop of the night from down there in Kentucky. Great to see. So I can see why they waited for that. I get it. It's all good. Pop in the territory, So so yeah, I mean, man, AC Romero and Larry D. Great tag team. Tremendous. If you guys didn't see the match that they had, Bound for Glory weekend, when I was there, the night that Hemi, headlined, please, it's the night that AC got signed too. Please go back and watch that match. It's worth going to look for in the I know they were having trouble that night, so I don't know if you're going to be able to find it. But damn, that was a damn good match. Larry D versus AC Romero. AC baby, man. And they're not used to tagging together. Otherwise, I think they really would have come out on top of this one. But man, the North won this one. They kept calling them, what were they calling them? Triple XL because they're so freaking big. AC baby's almost 400 pounds, and Larry D's he's a big guy too, probably I'm guessing about 100 pounds less, but nonetheless still a big guy. Absolute hoss fight. Now we need Larry and AC versus Cobb and Dan Moff. LOL. Oh, good night. You better reinforce the shit out of that ring, dude. Oh my God, that'd be insane. He reminds me more of Louis Spicolli. I like Larry D, a modern day Bill DeMott. Oh, let's not talk about Bill DeMott. The controversy of Bill DeMott. All right. But yeah, great tag match. North comes out with the win here. But Larry D still looked great, man. That hot tag, hottest tag of the night. Absolutely. Until the main event. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. Hang on. Next, we got Madman Fulton versus Rhino. No DQ. Thanks to Rhino. They brought out the chairs, the garbage cans, the kendo stick, the kitchen sink. Oh, maybe not the kitchen sink. So, yeah, there's a lot of just chaos going on here. Not too much to talk about in this one. Nice little, nice little DQ match, or no DQ, I should say. Rhino comes off with the win here. So he looks strong going into tomorrow night versus Moose. So, they both look strong. Would have loved to have seen Madman Fulton get the frustrating win, say if Moose comes out and plays head games with Rhino, because Fulton's been on a roll. Now he lost again, but whatever. It's all right. Still a monster. It's all good. Double wide. No tables under the ring. What's up with that? Right, Tim? Right? They were calling for tables. Well, you got an ECW guy. Gotta call for tables, right? Now, this next one. Oh my goodness, this was a lot of fun. 4 knockouts in the ring. Well, one's not officially a knockout, but maybe after this match, maybe they'll think about hiring her. We'll have to wait and see. The debut of Ohio Valley Wrestling's Megan Bain reminded me of, she was a little smaller than Jessica Havoc, reminded me more of the size of Maria Manic in a sense. Not quite as thick, about the same. Tall. Certainly stood toe to toe with Havoc, and not too many girls do that besides like Ty. Ty's tall, Ty's even taller than me. So most of those girls are 5 foot nothing. But still good, height don't mean shit, if you're good. Kiera Hogan sporting a new, I don't remember who said it. Someone said she was sporting a new hairdo. Yeah, she looked great. She looked like $1 million. I was like, oh man, maybe it's a new, change up the look, chop it all off, give it a little old school perm, Could be the start of something fresh for her. We'll have to wait and see. Kiera Hogan, Havoc, and your knockouts champion, Jordan Grace. Megan Bain ends up taking the L here, I believe it was. Yeah. Havoc won this one. So she looked strong going into tomorrow night. Killer Boston Crab. Oh my God. Sometimes they do Boston Crabs and they're like barely bent over. She went all the way back with this Boston Crab. It was deep. Oh my God. And whenever I see shit like that, my back just goes, just, oh, man. It's brutal, man. So Havoc looking strong going into tomorrow night. Megan Bain looked good, and it's not taking anything away from the champ. Champ looked like $1 million. She looked great, but yeah, she's gonna have her hands full tomorrow night. Killer Boston Crab. Yep. Megan Bain remind me of a young Madison Rain in OVW. With a wink. All right. You pulling my chain, dude? I don't know. Havoc was putting her over big time on Twitter. Oh, good. Good to see. Good to see. Megan Bain kind of reminded me of Kelly Klein and Tessa's best friend, Allison Kay. Yeah, we don't talk about Allison Kay on here. J-Bone, speaking of backs, how did you feel when Madman Fulton got an outside suplex? Oh, yeah, that was brutal too. Yeah, yeah, that padding's like, what, this thick? God, horrible. All right, we go on to the main event. We got Jake Christ and Ace Austin, kind of an odd pair there, but they're both facing off their opponents on the other side of the ring, who are Daga and Tessa Blanchard. This one started out a little slow, not gonna lie. You know, like after everything we watched, all those matches, all that action, Tim Bischoff says, awesome main event. It was. Like I said, it started out a little slow and then it ramped up quick. Oh my God. I'm just making sure my cat's good over there. All right, just saw him walk past. Ozzy, come here. Come here. Come say hi to the late night crew. Come here. Come here. Come here. Give me a second. I'll show you guys. For the guys that came in late, I'll show you guys my new cat. Hang on. Come here. Real quick. Come here. Come here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the most hardcore kitty. This is Ozzy. For those of you who didn't watch the beginning of the show, this cat survived weeks outside in the Wisconsin cold. He is a rescue cat. My wife's daughter, Cassie, saved him, from the outside. And you guys know how brutal Wisconsin winters are. So just wanted to quick say hello. Or he wants to get out of here. It's all good. He's shy. So, new star of the show. That is Ozzy. Y'all good? He's a little skinny. He's got to put some meat back on him. So, but he's good. He's his first 24 hours here is a little rough, but he's okay. Yeah. Yeah. You all right, bud? Okay. We'll check on you a little bit. We're almost out of here. All right. So, yeah, hell of a main event. Yeah. Smash that like button if you like Ozzy and you want to see him more on here. Ozzy can take over for Mr. Bones. Yeah, well, he ain't going anywhere. So he's just hanging out. All sorts of mascots on this show. Who's next, right? So Jake Christ, Ace Austin versus Tessa and Daga. Oh my God. When Tessa got in the ring for that hot tag after Daga took like 15 minutes of like punishment. Oh my God. When she screamed and ran in the ring, I had goosebumps. Okay. And I don't get goosebumps much while watching wrestling. Like I'll get excited. When she screamed, I was like, oh my God, look out. Completely tore through everyone. She looked great. Damn. Took the Magnum to Jake Christ, I believe it was. Looked like $1 million. Because if she beat Ace Austin, why would she have the match tomorrow night, right? So, absolutely tremendous. His character is a silent killer. Yeah, right. That botch that Daga suffered from the Northern Lights suplex was rough. Yeah, that was like the one hiccup in the match. That looked a little, he didn't flow quite, Oh, excuse me. Daga's good though. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, he botched it. He sucks. No, he don't suck. He had a great match. He took a lot of shit. He took a lot of poundings. All right. And he had one botch. It doesn't take anything away from him. Everybody makes mistakes. The best still make mistakes. You learn a little bit from every town you go to. That's all you got to do. Shit, I'm not even a wrestler. I know that. I could manage Daga. No, I'm just kidding. There'd be a slight language barrier there. My Chinese is not very good. So, all right. So it's late. We're creeping up on an hour here. Great time to get out of here. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm exhausted. But thank you guys for tuning in. sometime tomorrow. I don't know when, but I still have to watch Sacrifice because I literally got done watching Outbreak the second before I went live. Talk about timing. Ready to Fly. Yeah, that was a good one, right? That DDT, yeah, the Magnum. Yeah, that is great. At least I think that's the Magnum, isn't it? Or is that the other one? Yeah, whatever. We'll get out of here. I'm tired. That is your review for last night's Impact Wrestling Outbreak from 2020. As we get out of here, folks, don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content hits your screen. Tomorrow, we'll do Sacrifice. Monday, we'll start it all over again with a throwback with me and Trent over on the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast OG channel on YouTube. Tuesday, the audio will be up for that. Wednesday, Impacted. This is a new schedule we're trying to work out here. Impacted will be out on Wednesday. The audio will be out the same day. I'll do both in the same day for you guys. So look for that. The new episode is Kiera Hogan, I believe. So watch for that Wednesday for the guys over across the pond, Bison and Joker. And then Thursday, Impact Wrestling. Can't wait to talk about it because it looks like it's going to be a damn good card. We'll see you tomorrow, mañana, later. See ya. Bye.